Hey guys, it's your girl IbbyInspired. As you guys can tell by today's title, we are going to be doing a full coverage acne scar, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone, uneven skin texture, all of that good stuff. We are going to be doing a tutorial on how to cover these things up on your face. For those of you guys who know me personally, know that I have struggled with acne scars and uneven skin texture ever since I was a preteen. It's one of the reasons why I have decided to get into makeup in the first place. If you guys want to see how I accomplished this flawless finish makeup look, go ahead and subscribe to the IbbyInspired FAMBAM, and let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, so as you can tell, as always, my eyebrows are on, they're snatched, they are ready to go somewhere, even though it's not going anywhere because it's quarantine time. So first things first, I did want to let you guys know what lotion or what moisturizer I used for my face. Base, including your moisturizer and your primer, are the two biggest things when it comes to having a flawless face. So I use the SK2 R.N.A Power Moisturizer, and this is a very thick, it's like so thick, but it's so moisturizing, and it's really good for dry or oily skin. And my skin is like super duper uber moisturized. It's so moisturized, it feels so good. Next guys, I always mention this in pretty much all of my tutorials because this primer is bomb.com. This is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I think they have changed the formula a little bit, but it works so well. If you guys have uneven textured skin, this primer is going to change your life. It's going to make your skin look baby smooth. It's gonna fill in all your pores. It's gonna just your pores are like this. It's gonna do that. It is amazing. So I pretty much, when I want to go out and look flawless, which is pretty much all the time, which is why I pretty much use this all the time, but when I want to look absolutely snatched, when I want to look like filtered out, I use this primer. They need to be calling this the filter primer because it's amazing. A trick that I do to use this primer is I take a little bit on my finger and I pat it into my pores and all of my acne scars, all of the wrinkles, all of the uneven texture on my face. And this primer fills in your pores like this, or your wrinkle, whatever uneven textured skin is like this. And then the primer literally fills it in and sits on the top. Okay, let me calm down just a little bit. So the next thing I'm going to use is the LA Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer. This is the Reddish Corrector. So this is going to cancel out all of these acne scars, discoloration, all that. So you guys can see that Reddish Corrector pretty much canceled out everything, all of my acne scars, all of the discoloration, all of that. So, and also canceled out my dark circles as well. The rest of my face is pretty good, I mean, with the exception of this, but that can be covered with foundation. What I like to do so that I can make sure this Reddish Corrector stays in place is I use a setting powder. So I'm gonna go in with the Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and scrape just a little bit, because you want a very light layer. You don't want your face to look too cakey, so putting on too much under your foundation is gonna make it look cakey. So I take that and I just set. What I like to do is I like to take the same setting powder and just set all over our face, just for some nice oil control. And as you can see, I'm putting it on and you can still see through the powder. Again, you don't want to put on too much. So this is what your face is supposed to be looking like now. If you want a snatched face that's gonna fill in all your pores, that's gonna do its job, honey, this is what you want your face to look like. A foundation that I swear by, it's a staple, it's something that I always use. This has gotten me more compliments than some of my high-end foundations. And one thing that I use, guys, I know that blending your foundation with a beauty blender to get a very seamless and flawless look is a trend, but for me, I use a buffing brush. I find that this gives me the best coverage when it comes to my texture, when it comes to my acne scars. When I tried the beauty blender, it makes it look flawless, but it tends to soak up your foundation. Acne scars tend to show and shine through. In this tutorial, we're trying to cover our acne scars. We're not trying to show them. So I take this brush and I'm gonna show you guys the coverage. See, the coverage is just so beautiful. I'm gonna show you guys my left side compared to my right side. So my left side, as you can see, it has this discoloration area here, and then my right side, you guys see that? And it's a little bit, look at that. I'm just putting on a little bit, and a little bit is going a long way because of our base. Our base for our face. Our base for our face. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I have not put foundation on the top of my forehead yet, and that's because of course I have this turban on. The Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I'm in 6N. Now the concealer's on. What I do is, okay, so there are smooth parts on my cheek, and then there are textured parts on my cheek. Blend the smooth parts on my cheek. And then when it comes to you guys can't really see it on camera right now. So there's a acne scar right there though. But what I do is blend around that acne scar. When I do that, what happens is the concealer can stay on that acne scar and you don't see any texture. And once again, guys, when I say acne scars, I don't necessarily always mean the actual hyperpigmentation or anything like that. I mean uneven textured acne scars. Acne scars that look like holes in your face. And look at the flawlessness. Do you guys see the flawlessness? It's flawlessness. If you don't have a good setting powder, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. There ain't no way it gonna work. I use the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. This powder is so finely just put together, no flashback at all, like at all. So with this, I take a beauty blender and I take one that is so spongy. So I take, this is from e.l.f. This is an e.l.f. beauty blender. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set it. Do you guys see that flawlessness? Oh my gosh, I love it. While the powder is being very lightly baked, because I don't like to bake my face in general, but I don't like to bake my face too much. What I'm doing a really matte look like this. I'm going to go in with my contour stick. As always, I always use this. This is my Ebony Brown foundation. This is a foundation stick, but it is from Black Opal. It's so important because since you're using so much powder on your face, you want to bring your color back to life. The contour and the bronzer, both of them definitely help with that. And we're just gonna blend. So contouring is done, bringing that color back to my face. I'm gonna go in with my Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation from MAC. I am in the color NW48. So that looks like that. Now before we do that, what I like to do is I like to go in with my Urban Decay, this Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is oil control. So I go ahead and I spray that. And then I'm going to swirl it around. And I'm just going to set my whole face, sis. We're going to set our whole face. I'm going to go in with my Mocha Mami Sun Kiss Stalker by Fenty Beauty for our bronzer. And I'm just going to go ahead, warm up the face. Once again, bringing that color back to our face. Look at that. You can literally just go out the house like this if you really wanted to, sis. But we want to be a little extra. So I'm going to go in with the Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette. My blush palette is crusty, dusty, and musty. So I'm going to go in with Zane. This color because it matches my little wrap, and I'm gonna apply that right on top of my bronzer and right upon my textured cheeks. The darker you go, the less you can see your texture. So if I went in with something like Neo or something like Abby, these two colors would definitely hide away my texture, but these colors are very similar to my skin tone, so I try to not use them as much. If you're going to use highlighter, I definitely recommend a compact press highlighter. So this Laura Geller New York highlighter, this is in Gilded Honey. This is a Baked Gelato Swirl illuminator. Fancy. Something that's not too loose. I find that loose highlighters really do express and show out. They want to show off your texture. They're like, your highlighter is like, let me see what you got. And your face is like, ooh, I'm about to show off for you. I like to take this. This is not, it's just like it says, it's illuminator, but it's not going to be extra with it. And what I like to do is I use it on my nose because I have a lot of highlighter and I still want to use it. And then a tiny whiny bit, if I want highlighter, I'll probably just do it around my eye, because a lot of us don't have uneven or acne scars like up in this area. So I'll do it like a V like this, but barely any. Guys, I'm gonna go off camera, do my eyes, and I'll be right back. This eyelash said, hey lazy eye. Excuse me for that. This eyelash did not want to cooperate today, but that's not what this tutorial's about. This is the finished look. I went ahead and put on my lashes, did my lips, and it really just finished the look. What do you guys think? Guys, I can't see any of my acne scars, and I am looking in person. Sometimes it can look a little different in the camera, but as I'm looking in the mirror, my acne scars and my uneven textured skin has completely disappeared. It is a blur on my face, and I think it looks so good. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think about this look. So if you guys want to see more tutorials like this, go ahead, like and subscribe to become a part of the IbbyInspired FAMBAM, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.